Okay, I think the microphone should be working. So I'm just gonna say that the microphone is working and I'm gonna talk, and then if it's not, then I'm sure people will tell me. Um, okay, someone said it works. Great. Okay, so basically, hello everyone. I know it's been a while, but I am at the HackPSU hackathon at Penn State University. That's where I go to school now, and I am working with my team on a web-based game. So essentially, the way that the game will work is you'll go on here and you'll type your name in, and then you'll get matched with a random person, and you'll be given a topic, like something that you have to draw. So it could be like, an animal or a pencil or like whatever, something that you have to draw. Um, and then um, and then you would have to draw it in like 10 seconds or so, and then it would send your drawing to a neural net, which would analyze it, and it would basically try and see how close your drawing is to what it thinks it should look like. So let's say you had to draw like a dog, so you could draw a picture of a dog, and the neural net would basically judge it. It would say, how much does this neural net think that your picture looks like a dog, for example. Um, and then based on that feedback, it would declare a winner. Whoever's picture looks the most like whoever's picture looks the most like what you're trying to do, what you're supposed to draw, would win like a point or whatever. And then you could go and you could play against that person again, or you could play against another person. So it's similar to this quick draw from Google. So they'll tell you like you have to draw a hot dog, um, and I don't know. I'm not very good at drawing. Something like that. Yeah. So anyway, so you would draw that, and you'd basically have to draw, something that looks like a hot dog, and it would guess. But we're basically taking that and turning it into a two-player game. So that's basically it. So I'm just gonna try and keep this stream running for a little while I'm working, and I might try and explain a little bit of what I'm doing. But if you have any interest in watching or just keeping this open in the background, then go for it. Wait, what? What? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna actually talk on the stream because I feel like just watching is a little boring. And if you joined recently, then you probably have no idea exactly what's going on. So I'll just do a quick explanation of what's going on, and then I'll try to talk sort of about what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So basically, I'm competing right now in a programming competition, or a hackathon actually called HackPSU. And basically, we have to make something cool in 24 hours. You have 24 hours to make a cool project, and so we're making a game called SketchOff, or at least that's our current name. We might change it, but it's called SketchOff right now. Um, and basically, what that lets us do, or basically what the game will let you do, is you'll be able to type your name in, and you'll get matched up with a random person, and you'll have 10 seconds to draw something. It's going to tell you what to draw. Like, let's say it says to draw a car. You have 10 seconds to draw a car, and you use your mouse to draw a picture of a car. And then after 10 seconds, the two pictures are going to be uploaded. They're going to go through a convolutional neural network, and the neural network is going to basically rate each picture based on how much it looks like what you're supposed to draw. So you're supposed to draw a car, for example. It's going to run the picture through the car picture through the neural network. It's going to give it a rating between 0 and 1 or 0 to 100, whatever. And then whoever has a higher rating would win that round. You can keep going. So I'm working with 3 other people. We're on a team. We're on a team of 4 people, and we have 24 hours. So we started at about 2 p.m. and it's going to end tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be up for 24 hours, but I think at least someone on the team might be up for 24 hours. But I'm hoping that we can get this in good working order by like midnight, so that I can get some sleep before tomorrow. So basically, just to let's fix that first. Just to give you a quick look at what we're doing. So I'm basically just working on the front end part right now. There are 2 other guys that are going to focus on the back end and the neural net and all that stuff because I do not know how to do that. So I'm working on sort of the front end, so how the users will be able to interact with the website. And so basically what it looks like right now is you enter your name, and it doesn't actually work right now. And it's going to say searching for players, and it's not actually searching because we don't have a backend yet. But once it searches, it's going to find a player, and it's going to tell them their match. And then after that, it's going to give you a topic, and you'll have a couple of seconds to look at your topic. So it says you have 10 seconds to draw a card. It's going to give you a couple seconds to think about it. And then it's going to take you to a screen where you actually do the drawing. So that's what I'm working on right now, is getting the drawing part to work. So you'll be able to actually like click and draw on the screen. And to answer the question, as far as the sharing code and stuff, we're going to be using GitHub. We have a bunch of different things. I'm working on the front end. We have 1 guy working on the web back end, and we have 2 guys who are working on the back end for for the neural net. So the neural net is 2 people, and everything is going to be shared over GitHub, and it's actually public too. So I'll pull it up really quick. It is so the stuff that I'm working on is here, SketchOff front end on my account. So like I don't know if you have any interest in looking at it. It is public. It will be public, and I'll be pushing to here as I get stuff to work. So if you want to see it, you can see it. It's not going to show up on my screen. It's not going to show up on my screen. No. Actually, wait. I'm going to add. What am I looking for? Let's try this. Ready, look. Oh, yes, there we go. And let's put this down in the corner.
What's the name of the thing?
What thing?
Like
SketchOff, unless you want to change the name. All right, so here we go. This is my good friend Oren's right here.
Hi, Bozer.
He's he's gonna be working on the neural net stuff. Then here's my friend Nathan right there. He's working on the back end for the web. Our fourth guy Josh is not here at the moment. But I guess I'll just leave the camera on unless it's annoying and you want me to turn it off. Oh, and I'm streaming on YouTube just because that's where people know to find my videos. I don't know. I never use Twitch. I have a Twitch account, but I never use it.
And stream on Twitch.
But I don't stream that much, and I'm not like playing a video game or anything.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, I know people who stream on Twitch.
Maybe one day, but I have important things to do, Orens. I need to draw stuff. All right, so let's look this up. Okay, so basically right now, really? How about like anything else like .NET? Because it's a neural net.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What? No, come on.
Oh, fun fact, do you know linear algebra.xyz?
Do I know what?
Linear algebra.xyz.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Drawing on a canvas, I don't know. That's not helpful. Here we go. Creating a drawing. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. So, create a simple drawing canvas. SketchPSU. Oh my god, that's so bad. All right. Well, this seems to work actually, so maybe we'll borrow some of this code. But we're actually so we're using Angular, so I'm going to do not submit. We need to do mouse down. Thank you to my friend Eli, but yeah, 1 second. Yes.
So when you create an HTTP server to listen for these sockets,
the HTTP server and the socket server are running on separate ports. So they're both running at the same time, but they're running on separate ports.
So, wait, what?
The HTTP server and the socket server are running on separate ports. Although,
but the socket server, if somebody goes to that address, you know how when you create that server, you have to give it like a request handler. So what would show up if you go to that port, like in your browser?
Oh, I don't know actually. I'm not 100% sure.
Should I just make like a dummy page? So I could just...
Yeah, or it doesn't like no one's gonna actually go to that.
Yeah, like
it's gonna be on that domain like at port like 9,000 or something. No one's gonna like actually go there, so I wouldn't worry about it. As long as it works, it works. So yeah. All right. So let's see. So we have mouse down. E, I think. Wait. Then we need. What do we need? We need mouse down. We need mouse move. What?
SketchOff.
That's fine, but like, why do you want .me? Why not like do one that's more expensive? Like why not .net? Because it's like a neural net. It's like a net. It's like a network. I don't know. Dot website. Whatever, like whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you want. What? I do care. They're all such great choices that I can't decide. How's that? Okay. Um. Okay. So these are.
Shout out to howbaddomain.com is.
No, they're giving us free stuff. Actually, wait. I could do a giveaway. Wait, look at this. Hang on. I could do a giveaway on my stream for the first time. We got these free these free we got these free 1 year domains. You can get like a free 1 year like .net, .com, .org. No. I have like a ton of these and there's even more of them. So like I don't know. I could give like some of these codes out and you can get a free domain name if you want. It's pretty exciting. I don't know. Oh, and then the other thing that I'll say really quick is that this website will actually be up, and it will actually be publicly accessible, and we could actually use people to help test it. Well, for 2 days, but like they're watching now, so we could actually probably use some people to help test it. So if you're around later and we're testing, then you could actually probably join and play the game with us, assuming that we actually manage to make it work. I don't know. We'll see.
You have to have a little bit more faith when we get it to work.
Yeah, we'll get it to work. Canvas, mouse, down. Oh my god, alright. Canvas, and what is this? E is like a mouse event or something. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we have our mouse down, we have our mouse move. We have mouse up and mouse leave. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at some of this nice code here. So when we have okay, so I'm assuming we want like so let's make paint is a boolean. And then we need to do e dot, I think, offset x and e dot. So basically what we're doing is we're saving a bunch of points. So each one of these is going to be like a point, and when it draws, it'll draw like this. It'll draw a bunch of little points, and it'll look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so inside of mouse move. Yeah, so when the mouse gets pressed down, we want to set paint to be true, so we know that they're trying to paint. And then when the mouse comes up, we're going to set paint equal to false, because we know that they're not painting anymore. Hello. Are you?
Not you. I'm just
Oh, I see. Of course, I see how it is. Okay, so let's see. E dot, again, offset x, not y, x, and offset y. And then when the mouse leaves, we want to set this dot paint equal to false. Okay, I'll answer a couple of quick questions. My computer is set to Spanish because I enjoy the Spanish language. I do not speak it fluently.
Actually follow your channel.
Yeah, there's 13 people watching right now. I know, it's good. But anyway, so yeah. Do I plan on doing more like bucket stuff? No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I
It's bucket stuff.
like Minecraft stuff.
Oh, that's why people follow your channel.
That's how I
Oh, I
started.
see.
That's how I did for like most of the like a couple of years. That's what I did.
That's really cool, actually.
Thank you.
It started as a joke, but now I'm thinking that's pretty cool.
Thank you, Orange. Oh, and then the last question, where are we? We are at the University Park campus of Penn State, which is somewhere in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Otherwise known as the state of nowhere.
Yes, that's true. The state of nowhere. But yeah, we are in the Westgate building, which is where the IST college is, where the IST college is housed. So if you go to Penn State and you're watching, then come say hi. But I highly doubt that. So that's okay. So we will we need to add some variables here. Do I have a job? No, I am a college student. So no. Uh,
Oh yeah, finally. Domain.com has fixed their stuff. Now you can actually create domains for free, which is really cool. These things actually work, guys.
That's great. Well, you use this code already, right?
Yeah.
Or you're about to use it.
I'm about to use it.
Oh my god, quick. Take this code before he's able to redeem it. Go, run, fast. Take this code right here and redeem it before he gets to do it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I don't think you could because you have to sign up and a whole thing. But we do have quite a few of these codes.
Transaction has been declined. Thank you, Noah.
Really? Why? No one stole the code. That's not. It's probably they probably looked at it and they're like, oh, it's Orange who's trying to do it. Like, no. Oh, they said don't use PayPal. They said don't use Pay. Do you want a card here? I'll give you a fake card.
Oh,
No, I have. Here.
Great.
You can use that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's why this never works. I see. Well, domain.com still sucks, guys.
Stop. Don't be mean to them.
I'm worth therapy.
Why not?
Now that I said that publicly.
Wait, why? Oh, whoops. Number array. Click drag is, I think a Boolean array or something. Okay. Let's see. Do I do these streams often? No, I do not. I just wanted to do it because I'm sitting here all day, and I thought it would be fun.
Issue setting up account. Please contact support.
Seriously?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's such a mess.
If anybody wants that code, and you can get there before I can fix this.
It's true. We have plenty of codes where that came from. So that'll be false by default. Okay. So is this an assignment? So we're actually at a hackathon. So we're competing. We have 24 hours to make something, and then it will be judged by a jury of our peers.
You didn't answer the question. No, it's not an assignment.
No, it's not an assignment. It is not an assignment. It is just for fun. Canvas. How do I do that? Canvas. Whoops. I need to get. Let's see. Angular get reference to element. 。               . 。  . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . not AngularJS, Angular 4. How to get a DOM element. Alright, that looks pretty good. So canvas, canvas, and then we're gonna do at view child canvas, canvas, and this is an element ref, a reference to, so that should be a reference to, what? It's the same thing as React, they're the same thing. Alright, but now we have a reference to our canvas, and so where was I looking? Right here, we need to get this, this context. That's gonna be probably that, but we'll see in a second. This dot context is equal to this dot canvas dot native element dot get context, and that should work. And that gives us a canvas rendering context 2D. Yep, that is it. Great. So now we have. So now we just need to replace context with this dot context. Oh no, what did I do? I just need to fix that. And that. Canvas rendering context 2D. Okay. Other than that, and then this needs to be a this needs to be a this, dot.
It's Carl. That's the white guy that plays guitar. So originally we had an idea to like do guitar stuff, like neural network, like fixing guitar, like shitty guitar playing. AKA me. What?
No cursing. This is a Christian server.
I'm sorry.
All right.
So,
what am I doing? Draw.
Yeah, that's why we ended up like bringing
Draw
this, but
component.
we're not doing that anymore. What are you doing now? Now,
He's gonna steal our idea. Don't tell him.
Yeah, I can tell you. Would you like to sign our idea?
Alright, why is this empty? Draw component. Let's give it a width and a height. Why? What is this doing? It's like draw.
And then you get a score. And then one person wins. And then.
Okay, I think I just need to rerun this.
Yeah, but like this actually like puts the competition behind it. That's cool. And it's like sort of the opposite, you know. It's like we tell you what to draw and then you have to draw it. And then we do some matching.
Okay, so draw. And it's
away for an hour to meet.
Base draw component, app routing, draw component. Alright, we got an error. Alright, we need to move this. Whoops. We need to move this into ng on init, of course. And now, slash draw. Alright, let's see. I meant to do console.log this.canvas.native element.
Is there any simple element of operator in JavaScript? script?
What do you mean by element of?
Like in Python?
Oh, in JavaScript?
The
There's-
object dot contains, like whatever object
Yeah.
dot contains.
I think that's what you want. Everything. Let's see. Okay, so here's our canvas right in the middle. Look at all those beautiful errors. That's okay. But why is it saying?
What's the name
Oh,
of
that's
this gift card receipt?
It doesn't. You can put whatever name you want. It's not going to care. Okay, that should fix that.
I don't think that works.
Yes, it'll work. I'm telling you. And you can put whatever address too, because it doesn't care what address you use. All right, good. So okay, so now we have our canvas. The only problem is offset X is not defined. So maybe we need screen X and screen Y. Although I have a feeling, well, we'll just see what happens. Let's give it a try. Wow, still not defined. All right, let's see what E is. That's undefined.
Credit card authorization failed.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Are you sure you did it right? Let me see.
Probably not. Oh.
Yeah, you would. Oh my God! Don't blame the domain.com.
Just watch.
I'm watching.
Yeah, I'd forgotten like 4 numbers. Issue setting up account.
Okay, so it's your. Okay, why don't you make the account before you try to buy the thing? Like, go up to the top, hit like account login or something. Do you have an account? Well, so then log in with it. So log in with it. All right. Well, if you can log into your account, then that would be great. All right. So it's like I thought it was E. Maybe it's event. It's event. I'm stupid. Okay. That needs to be event. I think maybe it'll work now. E dot. Let's put this back to offsets and stuff. Really, still not working. This is not terribly fantastic, but undefined. Alright, let's just look. Angular for mouse events. It's $sign event? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is pretty embarrassing. I should have known that. Replace. Oh, come on. Whatever. Alright, let's just do it manually. So it needs to be $sign event. $sign event. Okay. Now let's go back over. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Wow. All right, well, the canvas is way too small, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it like 500 by 500. And we're going to clean this up. Let's make that black. And I'll go back and convert this code later because it's kind of ugly, but whatever. So there we go. That's nice. Let's also give it a border. Okay. So there's our canvas right in the middle. And you can draw in the canvas. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It's amazing.
It's amazing, I know. That took a lot of work to do, actually. Okay, so now we can draw. The question is, can we get the image that was drawn in the canvas? So let's look that up. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. So here, let's give this a try. So we need to do, let's make an export function, and we're gonna do that, new image, yep, this dot canvas, do I want the canvas itself? I think I do. Okay, so canvas.nativeElements.toData URL. That should work. Return image. Alright, so let's just log image dot like src maybe. And were you able to log in?
No, so what happens? Every time you click on sign up now, it leads to here.
Really?
And all of these are like
so you can't. Well, what does it say? Here, it says, did you go here? HackP.AC.
that's where I went.
You went to this domain and it didn't work. Here, did you follow these instructions?
That's a good point.
Well, maybe you did. I don't know, but you can try it.
This is what I did.
Oh, then I don't know. All right, so let's try this out for a second. So we're gonna make this little export button.
Valid gift card. The valid credit card and contact information are.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That card I gave you, because I've used it for stuff before. Okay, here we go. So here's this. Let's see if we can. If there's like a converter. Here, data PNG data URI to image. Or we can just put it in a text file. Okay, so if we do all right, let's compare this to an actual PNG just to check something.
What's the data structure used to maintain the back button history on a browser?
A stack? I don't know.
Yep. That's pretty quick. That's good.
Thank you. I try to impress you. A stack. Okay, let's just look up a random PNG image. How about some eggs? That's good. Okay. And let's just look at this for a second. All right, so this is actually not going to work, what I said I was going to do. But we can actually do a quick demo. Let me just open something random. Okay, we're going to open a random project, and we're going to make test.png. No, why did I make it that? It's supposed to be test.html. It's an HTML file. And then we're going to do img src equals, and we're going to stick that whole thing in there. And then if we click to open this in Safari, there it is. Look at that. So this will export the image and into base64 encoded data, and when you decode the data, then you get your image back. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah.
If it's like base64 encoded PNG file, is that okay?
As long as you can turn it into like a vector of numbers.
I'm assuming.
Grayscale.
Well, or if you want that, because I think the way that this thing works is that it literally stores like a list of points. Like it just, no, this is the wrong project. It stores like a list of dots, and every time you drag it, stores a dot. So we can do it either way.
I don't know like what the resolution of the training set is, but you can reduce it to that resolution before you send it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the canvas right now is 500 pixels by 500 pixels.
Yeah, we can always do. There's this algorithm called maximal reduction.
They had them when we were checking in. They might be gone already, but you can check the check-in desk. Yep.
There's this algorithm called maximal reduction, and it basically like that has to be run after. We'll talk to Josh about it. But those are just like.
Okay, so we can do the exporting thing. That's pretty great. And then it is pretty good. And then I guess what the last thing is just it shows both of their pictures, right? I'm almost done with like, or I guess I can make it look. I'll make it look nicer. I'll work on making it fancy. But how's the back end coming?
This is not coming.
All right, do you want me to try to do it?
Yeah, please.
All right, I will try to do it, but I'm gonna have to turn the stream off when I. Do you want me to do it right now? I'll do it right now if you want.
I'm gonna make sure that we register with the different name server as well.
All right. Okay, so I am going to. Where's my screen? I'm going to do that because I have to do something that's secretive. But I don't want to show it to us. So it's called. So we're going with SketchOff. So we're doing with SketchOff.
Yep.
Okay.
SketchOff.
.NET's better, anyways.
No.
Not kidding. You got your. Is Linode giving out free stuff or just T-shirts?
T-shirts.
It's a shame. All right, so let's create an account.
They're cheap.
Ooh, should we add a WordPress hosting? Oh, and we're gonna need SSL. Or no, we won't. Never mind. I thought we were.
You get free domain privacy, and that's it. And you're not gonna.
Does that mean a certificate? Well, I thought we were still doing the like for the music idea. You would if you're gonna do microphone input. I don't know why I still thought. Never mind. Forget I said anything at all. Whatever. Okay. So let's continue. 1 free year. So let's get 1 year. And here's our coupon code. 85. Apply. $0. And yep, that's hidden. Fantastic. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do. Okay. Payment information. December 20. Oh my God. 20. Okay. check out. Yeah, I'll save it. Credit card authorization failed. What the heck?
Yeah, the number is wrong.
Alright, I'll use a different card then. I mean,
No, wait, mine passed. Like,
here, I'll try this one. And yeah, screen's hidden. That would be bad if it were not. What is it? Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, we registered the domain name. We are the proud owners of SketchOff.net. Woo!
SketchOff.net, guys. Visit. Click that enter button.
There's nothing there, but you can go look if you really want.
We need to be top of Google searches. In about 2 hours, we're going to need everybody to visit Google and type SketchOff and search for SketchOff.net.
Yes, because 15 people doing that would definitely help. Yeah. Okay, so let's do. Wait. Orange, are you gonna do?
Let me give you a name servers.
What are you? Oh, you're using. Never mind. Okay. Wait, what the heck? Did I put a password? Did I make an account with a password? I'm so hang on, let's check my email. Did I even make a password?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I didn't. Okay. I was so confused for a second there. Okay, so let's. Oh my god, whatever. Okay. I agree to the terms of service. Why do they not make you register first? Because, like, what if you register your domain name and then you don't even, like, buy it? Okay, so we're almost ready. I'll put my screen back up in a moment. But before I do, here's DNS. No, we don't want that. Where do I set the names? Right here, name servers. Ugh, this is a terrible SketchOff. Verify the domain name.
Name servers to NS1, NS2, and NS3.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Whoops, I just closed out of website. Alright, we're almost done.
Do you have IPv6?
Wait, what the heck? This is an actual server. It has like MySQL and Perl running on it. That's not good. Server information. How do I change the name servers? This is terrible. Oh my god, domain.com change name servers. What the heck? Alright, let's try this control panel. No, this is actually the control panel. I am so confused right now, Orange.
Hmm?
I don't understand. No. They gave us like a hosting server, and I just want the domain name.
Go to Domain Central.
Here's.
Select the domain and then click on modify.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god. That was so confusing. Alright, here we go. So we need ns1.digitalocean.com, right? And ns2 and ns3. Right? ns1, ns2, ns3.
Yeah.
Save. Alright, now we just wait for it to propagate. Let's get rid of my eggs. Okay, so now I will put the screen. Whoops, wrong one. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna put the screen back. Yep. Is there something running on that server right now, like Django or something? No, okay. But if we go SketchOff.com, or not .com, .net. Alright, so we'll wait for that to come up. In the meantime, we can make the last ones. Are we? Quick question: are we going to use Cloudflare? There's not really a need to use it. Someone asked if we're going to use Cloudflare. I said no. There's not really a need for it. It's Cloudflare. It's like DDoS protection and DNS and name servers and stuff like that.
Oh.
I use it for my stuff.
Yeah, I mean for hackathon projects, like you don't necessarily worry about those because not a lot of people know.
Yeah, it doesn't
that
matter.
the project exists. But yeah, if you have like.
I do it for my own, and it also does caching too.
Yeah.
With like CDNs and stuff, so I use it for my own stuff. But
yeah, if you have like a production system, yeah, you should use it.
Yeah, but we don't, because this is probably actually only going to be up for like 2 days. Like we'll have the domain name for a year, but
Generally use like for backend, like to prevent multiple like, requests or like DDoS attacks.
mm-hmm.
They use this thing called Hystrix on the backend.
Never heard of it.
It's like a very obscure.
For what? Wait, who is this for? Like Intuit or something else?
Yeah. I'm not allowed to say that.
What? All right, I'm sorry. All right. I'm gonna make the last thing. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna make the last page, which is the results page. Results. Is there gonna be more like free stuff later?
Yeah, they usually put up some stuff.
Really? Because like those Linode shirts weren't there before, and now they are. So like I gotta go, like every couple hours I'm gonna go look for more free stuff. I gotta say hackathons are pretty nice. We got like I've gotten 3 shirts so far. 3 shirts, that's pretty good. Hopefully we can get some more shirts though. Free shirts, free stickers, free pens. We got lots of pens. We got some free domain names. Free like, I don't know. We already used this code, so you can look at it if you want. But yeah. as far as doing more streams in the future, like I don't know if I'm just like programming, then sure I could just turn my stream on and do it. I don't know how exciting this is for anyone watching. I'm also probably doing a pretty terrible job of explaining what I'm doing, but if you find it interesting, then all of the power to you, and I greatly appreciate that. So I guess I'll talk for a minute about so I'm programming, I'm using Angular, which is a framework made by Google, um, and it's a front-end framework. So basically this website is it's a front end framework, and it handles all kinds of stuff. So like for example, for the routing, so you go to the home page, and you can see that this kind of almost looks like you're going to different pages on a website. So like this is the home page, and when I type my name in and I hit play, then it takes me to the lobby page, and it looks like you're going to different pages, but you're actually not reloading anything at all. It's all running, when you first load the page, it loads everything. And when you go to these different routes, it just changes what you see, but it doesn't actually reload the page at all. So that's really nice for a game like this, because you're going to be connected to a server and you're going to be connected to another player. So if we had to like keep reloading the page and like reestablishing the connection and all that stuff, it would be kind of a mess. But we're going to use a system a little bit later called WebSockets, and basically WebSockets let you have an open connection. So when the player types their name in, it's going to establish a connection to the server, and that connection is going to remain open as long as the player is on the web page, and that'll let us send data to and from the server in a really nice way. So instead of the client having to ask the server every second if there's new data, the server can just send data when there's data. And when the client has data, it can send the data to the server. So once the backend is ready, and once the front end is ready, which I'm just finishing up now, then we'll be at that position, and they'll be able to communicate. So basically, there's all of these different pages. So you have the lobby, and then there's the match page. But the backend is going to be in charge of telling the front end. So like when you're waiting for a user, the backend is going to look for a user, and when it finds a user, it's going to tell the front end that it found the user. It's going to give the name of the user, and it's going to actually say here what the name of the other user is, whatever name they typed in. And so when you're on this page, it's going to automatically move for you. It's going to move from step to step as things happen, and that's all going to be controlled by the server. So it's actually going to look pretty cool once it's done. So that's great. Okay, so the last page that we need is the results page, and the results page is just going to basically show the two drawings side by side, and then it's going to show the scores that the neural net gave it. So we'll do the scores like between 1 and 100, and then whoever has the higher score would win. So we will do that. So let's see. So we're going to need to split this up. So we have results, and we're going to need, so we're going to split, and
Noah,
yes.
do you want me to send all the socket information as just JSON objects?
Yeah, they're going to be JSON objects. But the cool thing is that if you end up converting that to TypeScript later, is you can define like an interface in TypeScript, and if you have JSON data that matches with your JSON object, then it'll let you just assume that it's of that. That's really confusing. Like
it just casts it?
Yeah, it'll allow you to cast it, and then because the whole thing about TypeScript is like the type system, you have information about information about everything.
So
that's why I love it.
Right.
But you can, because what I did for the other thing was I established, I defined a whole set of packets. So it was like when the player gets a card dealt to them, it would send like a card dealt packet, which would contain the card.
We'll kind of coordinate with the specifications for each one of these events is going to have a certain type of packet.
Right. So we can. So what we can do is we can talk. Like, would you be okay with using TypeScript? Because it's like literally you just change the JS to a TS, and that's pretty much all that you're gonna have to change,
Okay.
except for compiling. So don't worry about it now, but later.
Yeah, well, right now I'm doing it in Sublime. It's just like a draft, so you can look through it at any point. Really, when we actually make this so that it's gonna run on the server or on the machine or whatever, um, we're gonna have to kind of rewrite it anyways. I think that like this is gonna be a pretty comprehensive draft. I think it
Yeah.
will run in most contexts, but so in that transition we can make that.
Yeah, well, when we're ready to merge the front end and back end, we can just sit next to each other and like discuss it, and then we can deal with the packets and stuff.
Okay, and so eventually, are you thinking this is also gonna be on that? Is it gonna be on a different repository? Or?
It's really hard to have two TypeScript projects because TypeScript has to be compiled into JavaScript in order, which can be done automatically in WebStorm. But when you have like two different projects, it like messes up.
If this backend's really simple, you could just have it just run on the server.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't be any more steps.
I think that should be a separate repository.
To whatever you're running from.
Yeah.
Drop it in and start and just leave it be. But if there's any other step you want to take, because that way there might not even be that much transition. But, I mean, if you're sending it through Socket.io, is it gonna make a difference how I do anything on this side? Like doesn't the JSON object once it gets on the side of Socket.io, just you still have to parse it just the same? Right.
Yeah, it's still gonna be. It's
So
still
is it
gonna
make
be.
a difference if the backend was in TypeScript?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like when we go and merge the two, we can talk about it. If we need to. If we don't, then we won't. But whatever we want to do. Okay, so split we need to do. So we're gonna use the Flexbox system, which is super nice. We're just gonna lay out so like a dividing line. You can't. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a dividing line in the middle, and then on the left and the right is the two people's things. So, so we need to have. And I should probably make like a separate component thing, but it doesn't matter. So we're gonna have two divs that are side by side, and just to test, we're gonna say A and B. And then, let's see. So we have the two divs. I don't know, let's just do that. And flex one, I think. Okay, the split is, oh my god. Alright. Why is that only... Okay, V max. There we go. And then we need to set the height to be... This is a little messy, but whatever. H max. 100, please. H max, okay. Okay, so... What the heck? What's V? Is this supposed to be Vmax also? No, it's not. am I doing? So this is this div split. This is flex.
So since these are all event handlers, are they? If you have, I don't remember what it was called, timer sleep or I don't know.
Like set timeout.
The set timer. But if I use that, is that going to like step on top of any other event that's?
No.
So both them. Okay.
Yeah, it'll work. So you can have like multiple games going, and one of them can like pause and wait a couple seconds, and it'll still work.
Function.
Yeah, using like set. I think it's like set timeout or something like that.
I'll make a comment to make sure that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, probably not going to work.
Why is this not working? All right, let's check this. Oh, because okay, so there we go. Okay, so that is up there. We have our two sides. And now within the side itself, we need to
Starting at 9:30, how long does it normally take? An hour?
align items, justify content, and that should put the A and the B in the middle. There we
The
go.
list of topics be like in like a file or something.
Probably like make it an array for now. You can just make it an array for now, and we'll figure. That could honestly be like something that comes from the server, like their server that has the neural net. Maybe that'll provide, or I don't even know. We're just doing a 24-hour thing. We'll just have an array or something. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm confusing myself. Okay, so now we have two sides. And what we can do is each one of these will have a title with the username. It'll have the image that they drew, and then it'll have their score. And then we need to do IMG. Nope, that needs to be a block. H1, H2, IMG. Oh, right. Flex direction column. There we go. And so what we can actually do, well, actually, yeah, let's open up. I'm going to grab that picture from before, just as a placeholder. There it is. It's beautiful. It's very laggy. That's cool. It actually shows you the picture somehow. Alright, whatever. Alright, that's actually too slow. Alright, that actually froze. Whoops. Wait, I didn't just, okay. Let's just not do that. So it will eventually display a picture there. And then we're gonna have a button. And we're gonna have a play again button. And let's make this like 75 or something, I don't know. Actually, no, the width should be 100% width, but the height, oh, okay. There we go. So it's going to have the two pictures there, the scores, whatever, and when you hit play again, let's just find this, play again, and that is just going to go back to the home page. So play again. We need to inject the router. I'm sure this is pretty boring, so if anyone has anything that they think would make this more exciting, you can feel free to let me know. But we'll go back, so we'll assume that they're still going to be connected, so we're just going to take them back to the lobby. So now if you hit play again, it'll take you back and it'll have you search for players again. So that's basically it. So just to do a quick overview, you first enter your name, and then you hit play. It'll search for players, then it'll give you a match. It'll pause for a few seconds just to let you see that you've got a match. And then it will give you your topic. It'll say you have 10 seconds to draw a car, or whatever it is. It'll pause there for a few seconds. Then it'll take you to the drawing part. Let's actually tell them what they need to draw on the drawing screen. Like that. So, whatever. So we'll tell them to draw a car. They have 10 seconds to draw. Thank you. That's a beautiful picture.
Dude, it's my drawing.
I said it's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
I know.
Wait, what is that?
I'm just like trying to like mobile external stuff.
Oh. That's why you need something Unix-based. Dude, install Ubuntu on Windows on there.
I know. But check this out.
What? You said .com instead of .net. Remember, .net is better. Well, install your public key. Or your private key. Did you install... Well, wait, how are you doing it? You have to install your private... You have to install a key on the server. And you installed the server's key on your computer?
I think I have to use it with SSH.
If you install it locally, like if you install it in the correct location, it should use it automatically.
Yeah, but I don't think I have it in the correct location.
Oh. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so we're almost there. So, okay, so draw a card, right.
What's the option for the key?
I don't know, there shouldn't be one. You should just install it correctly. I don't know. Alright, you draw, and then results, and then you hit play again and it goes back. Okay, it's done. Or the front end, I have all the screens done.
Alright. Back end then.
No. Yeah, well, nothing's doing the back end.
That was fast. Now you should improve.
How can I? It's perfect already.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna look into Angular animations, because I think there's like a whole library for that. Although, oh, this is such a thing. I'll do it later.
Wait, so do I add the public key into the server, right? The public key goes in the server, the private key is yours. Or the other way around.
Let me think. I think you put the public key on the server, right? Because then when you connect with your private key, it checks the public key.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
so that should be right.
So I should like add to this, right? Oh, that's
Is that where it goes? Wait, did you disable password-based login on the SSH server? If you re-enable it, there's a command called like SSH copy ID or copy something. What is it? SSH.
I know, but I thought like let's do it the cool way.
No. Just you literally just type SSH-copy-ID and the IP address, and it'll automatically upload your key to the correct location, and it works. So just re-enable password authentication for a minute, and I want to do it too.
No, I sent the key on the.
I know, but like.
Give me 1 second. I'm not figuring this out.
All right, fine. I'll let you do it. Is there something I can do with you, Nathan?
Yeah, I mean, you could just sit over here, kind of.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look at what you're doing.
I think I'm on the right track, but it's just like every single thing. I haven't worked with JavaScript in so long. I'm like searching things out one at a time,
All right,
But
yeah.
I think it's part of it's coming back.
That's good.
You're supposed to put the private key in the server.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, actually, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Oh well. Whatever. This is not my shirt. This is not my Pepsi. All right, I'm gonna do that. Let me put my T-shirt away. Okay.
For all sockets, when they connect, we want to give them some properties. The first one, we want to add some event handlers to the socket. So first, we're going to say request username is going to be the only initial event handler. And I mean, the possibilities are that you get a JSON object that doesn't define name, or it's already included. Like we already have setting on that name. And so in those conditions, it's denied. So other than that, I added a kind of a acknowledgement thing because I didn't want to just not reply until we found an opponent. So I added you get an acceptance.
Yeah, that's good.
Then you just kind of you do the fancy that wiggle thing.
It's cool, right?
No, it is. And then I'll give you an opponent found one. And I don't think any of these have. Well, that one only has a string with the opponent's name. I don't think we needed anything else there. But here, the way I'm doing that is if. So the only times we're really checking if we can pair together two people are when there's a new person added. You know what I mean? And I haven't really thought about that in terms of concurrency. I don't think that should be a problem.
At least for a demo, it won't be a problem.
That's true.
I wouldn't worry about it.
But so I don't know if that's. But it's just saying when we add a new person, we check all the games screens, and we just pop off the person that's been waiting the longest.
That looks.
And otherwise, so I gotta. So otherwise, I want to add. We'll just do that for a second.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good so far.
out when to add the event, the sketch upload event handler.
Mm-hmm.
In general, I'm trying to think about when to add an event handler because I don't want it to obviously handle that event in some states,
Right.
and I also don't want to get too carried away with just the abstraction of states.
Yeah.
But I think so. When we create a game, we give them topics, and then after some time, we we say start.
Right.
And I'm thinking when you say start, I add the event handler for sketch upload.
Yeah, that's fun. But when they upload the sketch, you're gonna have to associate it with that game. Or actually, yeah. Well, the sketch upload is gonna actually. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna emit the start event, and then after that time is up, you're gonna emit the end event. And once I receive the end event, then I'm going to send you all of the data that they drew.
Yeah, but I just wanted to add because I didn't want to. Okay, so anything I add inside here will happen. So right now it's going to say socket A dot net end null, right? And then
Yeah.
so that's going to happen with the event. I didn't want to add the event handler then.
Okay.
It might be
Off
because
by
then
a
that's
couple.
technically instantaneous.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I wanted to add it a little earlier. You could do like another. You could do like a fraction of a second before. I don't know.
It's not a. Yeah, I'm not gonna send it until.
So I think that'll be fine. Because it doesn't really matter when you upload the sketch as long as it's after start.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so so like you said, the sketch upload's gonna have to talk about be in reference to like the game. So this was I don't know if socket events is the best for you. Maybe so imagine that was called game events.
Mm-hmm.
This could take a game object,
Right.
and this was kind of a way to create a closure over whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So inside here, I can.
I would do that, and you can have references to the two players' sockets,
Yeah.
and you can write yourself a method that can let you just like instead of doing socket A dot emit, socket B dot emit, you can just write an emit method that does it on both of the sockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
So right here, I could say require. Call that game events. That's going to be a function. I'm just trying to get this straight. The game events is a function that takes in the game.
Why don't you just make like a game class?
I mean, because if I'm not using something too much, then you can just create these objects. You know what I mean? Um, but I mean, like if I'm only creating like creating a game object in one specific place.
But what I mean is you could create the game like once you match up the two people, you could create the game object there, and then you could move the code, or like at the very least, it would stop you from having to emit everything twice. Because you could just like write an emit method in the game class, and then you could store like a list of well, I don't know if you need a list of games, but you could. I don't know. I feel like it would be a little bit cleaner, but if you know, it's up to you.
No, I get what you mean. I could just say, well, because some of the myths are slightly different. You got to switch who your opponent is. You got to switch what the scores are.
It's true.
I mean, I get what you mean for something like this, where it's the same. You just create.
It's. I mean, whatever. Like, if it's a 24-hour thing, so if it works, it works. You know.
Yeah, I mean, can you think of a better way to do this though? I mean, even if I was to turn that into a game object instead, I mean, like we can call this a game object still because it's only being created in one place. It's kind of like an anonymous object, pretty much.
Right.
But the idea of having a closure over this over a dictionary, right? So normally I would just want a dictionary full of functions like on socket connect, on topic received, on all these event handlers, like a dictionary full of event handlers. But I wanted like a closure around it because I wanted the context of a specific socket or a specific game. You know what I mean? So an event handler with respect to a game would have this game closure around it. But I feel like that might be a good way to do it, but I don't know if that's right. I don't know if you can think of a cleaner way to have reference to that, but still be able to use it in different
I think that could work. I think it could work. I'm gonna be honest. You can't get terribly clean in JavaScript. In the
I was afraid.
It's like JavaScript itself is kind of like a messy language. It's kind of a weird language. I don't know.
Well, let me just create the game object up here.
Okay. I'm gonna go like I don't know, walk around for a couple minutes. But
hey, did that Drexel guy text you back?
Oh yeah, I gotta call him. I gotta figure out where he is. I'll call him in a minute. And then yeah, I mean this is basically like in working shape, or it will be in working shape once I add the socket stuff. Maybe I'll just do that before I go take a break. I'll grab some of my socket service and my socket guard. So let's grab. Oh wait, I need to move components. This needs to all be components. And then we need services. Oh my goodness, I keep hitting the wrong button. So we need our socket service. And then I'm gonna do install save socket IO type slash socket.io, I guess.
Yeah, so I think maybe this is kind of a sort of halfway to.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's.
So now we can just say game dot.
Stream is going to be an observable of any in this case. socket I installed the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, that's not there anymore. Do you know what port it's gonna be on?
I mean, I had 8080, I think. Yeah.
All right. That we might have to change it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. So we'll do 80 for now. Okay, so that. Okay, and I need my. Socket card. Whoops. Okay, so home. So now. Can activate. Okay, so that will require that the socket guard be active for all of these. So now if I try to go there, it redirects me back to the lobby. No, it doesn't. I need to reset. Okay, there's an error. What? Providers. And socket.
The two guys that I stopped
Yep, there we go. Alright, but for now. Okay. I'll be back in a minute.
Did you call the guy yet?
I'll call him.
Okay, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. He's doing something for that. Okay, I'll go do it, I guess.
Did not pick up. Alright. I guess I'll just wire everything up and then it'll actually like work when we get things. So home.
I played this game. Very good example.
Oh, wait.
I just figured out why it wouldn't step on another thread. It's because it's a callback, not like a thread.sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Oh, we did it. This is so cool. How do you free up event handlers again?
What do you mean?
So like you add an event handler onto a socket by saying socket.on.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
It's gotta be something.
What am I doing? There we go. Brackets, energy model equals. Okay.
Blackboard.
Because I actually know.
So the home component, it does connect.
Especially when you play a game, actual game.
Yeah, would be a whole lot.
Do you know when dinner is, by the way? Hey, Orange. Orange Jagoli. You can't hear me. Orange, you're a weird dude.
Okay, so they didn't have any. Does anyone want to come?
Okay. Orange, you're weird. Alright. I've had
Well, you
enough.
wanna hear something kind of mind fucking. All right.
I do.
So apparently you can have multiple listeners, handlers, whatever, listening for the same message, but they react to different functions. Okay. So because that's a possibility, when you remove a listener, you not only have to give it the message, you also have to give it the function that it's reacting with, right? You know what I mean? It's not going to use that function, but it's going to use that to compare against the function that it's stored somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the way I'm using these functions is with a closure. So like you could have different versions of sketch upload pretty much based on
Right.
what the parameter to the out function was.
Yeah.
So what is a sketch upload that would compare against the sketch upload that I get? Like if I give it the same parameters, does that result in the same kind of output? Because that
I
seems
don't
really
think
sketchy.
so. I
Right?
don't think so.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I could save a reference to that.
Are you sure you have to remove? Are you sure you have to give it the function, or is there one that just removes all the listeners for that name? Because you shouldn't have to give it the function. That should
I
be
mean,
like
you
an
could
optional
you
thing.
could remove all the listeners,
For
or all
that
the
particular
listeners for
name.
that. Yeah.
And that should, because there's only going to be one.
Right.
But that should, they should allow you to do that.
But like in the general case, well, I guess in the general case you would solve it by just having references to that, right? Because if I said events socket a game dot sketch upload, it would create a different closure.
Yeah, I mean, you could store
But
that
if I
reference.
store that
in SketchUp.
reference, okay. But so I can just say, which just a socket, IO, remove all.
But yeah. Actually, wait. Let me fix. Oops. Oh, look, there's a button I can press to play an ad. I should go take a break and just play a bunch of ads. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, it feels like a setup.
Okay. So you're in the home and it takes you to the lobby. Okay, you're in the lobby. Hey, Orange. Can you hear me?
What?
Nothing.
So is it fair? So after the end of the game, would it be fair to kind of stop like 5 seconds or however many seconds after the game to stop listening for the sketch upload?
Yeah, once you
To
get.
kind of prevent cheating in some sense from
Oh
the server
yeah,
side.
and you can say once you get an upload, you can stop them from sending another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Then it goes to match. Then when you're in match. I'm hungry.
Okay, so what do I want to do in sketch? So once I get sketch. Oh, I update the game. Okay.
Well.
What's the difference between 3 equal signs and 2?
3, make sure it's the same type and value. You should always use 3 though. Else, unless you are you really should always use 3.
Yeah.
Because otherwise JavaScript is.
'Cause I remember one was checking type, I just didn't remember which.
Yeah.
So socket equals game dot. Game dot. Do you want to wrap everything into a JSON object, or do you, like, if there's only one element, you just want to send that?
You should wrap. I kind of have like a whole like packet structure thing. So they're gonna end up being JSON objects.
All right.
Yeah, I'll show you that part.
So that's how I had them first. So my.
Where is Josh? Is he gone?
What?
Where's Josh? Is he gone?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's gonna be back.
But I mean, like, is he actually coming back though?
Yeah.
Do you know when he's coming back?
No way.
Why? Oh, freaking internet.
My connection to the service, like,
For like SSH?
yeah.
There's some way to change it to not timeout. I forget. It's like keep alive or something. You have to change it on the server, I think.
Yeah, I know, but like, is it because the internet here is like slow, or?
No, I don't think so. I think you just have to change a setting somewhere.
Are you connected to AT&T Wi-Fi? Or?
No, I drew wrong.
For the start, stop those packets, I'm just sending null. Do you want to send like an empty object? Or?
It will be basically there's like the way that it'll work, or the way that I envision it working is I have this packet interface, and every packet is going to have a name. So like because what happens is the way that my system works is that, like, you know, you have all these different like names for things. The problem is that I would have to like manually listen on every single one of those, but I have it set up in this nice way that if you name everything packet there, and you put the kind of packet in the object. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but the way that the
And then it automatically casts it.
yeah, because here's basically what happens. I have this this like observable of type packet, and basically what can happen is in each of these different views that you go to, it can subscribe to the observable, and then whenever a new packet comes, it'll just stick that packet into the observable, and then anyone that's subscribed to it can see the new packet come in. So basically what happens is when it receives a packet, it'll send that through the observable. So when you do, so the names, like there's this packet, like the packet has a name, and then like this is the name packet for when you like put your name in. This actually used to be a class, and So it would basically be private, actually public. And then it would say super. Actually, I guess not super.
So is the message name not enough to figure out what kind of packet it's going to be?
The reason why I do it like this is because
there's not like too many packets to listen to individually.
Yeah. Well, the reason is because when I do like socket.on, like it just takes it just does it for whatever packet it gets. It just sticks the packet into the observable. And the reason why I do it is because so when you're in the draw component, it can just listen here. It can just say when it gets a packet, if it gets a time packet, then it's gonna emit a drawing packet and it's gonna send the drawing and then it's gonna go to the score screen or something like that. But if I had different names, I'd have to do this socket.on, whatever, on whatever, on whatever, on whatever. But if I just have one name, I can do on that one name. And when you use the classes, so when you make this name packet, you'll basically say actually, hang on. It'll actually be a little easier too because.
So on my side, I should just have an identifier for each packet, like a name field or something like that.
Well, what you'll be able to do is we can reuse this packet, these classes. But what'll happen is when you make so what'll happen is when you go to send for your value, you're just gonna say new name packet, and then in parentheses you're gonna put the username, and that's it. So you'll say.
Wait, so you'd want to use that same thing here?
Yes.
Okay.
So you would say socket a dot emit packet, comma, new name packet, and you'd put the username in there, and you wouldn't construct it, and that the main reason is because it forces consistency. Because when you say that it's going to be a name packet, you actually have a definition for that instead of just an anonymous object.
I get exactly what you mean, and that's what I would normally do. But I'm thinking I'm not really going to use most of these structures anywhere else.
Yeah.
So to create an abstraction on top of just enforcing that it has an opponent field and then nothing else, or it has a game object has a player A, player B, topic. Just a helper emit function and a helper remove all listeners function. That's what, and even this I can kind of move somewhere else so it looks like a constructor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm just thinking if it'll work, and I mean again, I'm gonna try to clean it up and make it look as nice as JavaScript can be. But And I mean, the other things, if we can get a simple version working, then when we want to do more stuff, maybe we switch over to TypeScript, make it cleaner before we step on ourselves, But on my side, what should I, for now, say that we were just going to run JavaScript on the back end?
What you would do, here, I'll just show you really quick, just on one of them, and then you can undo it if you want. But you would basically emit, you would just say, you would emit just packet. Oops, sorry, I think I just messed something up. You would emit packet there, and then, and then inside of here, you'd have, name. I can't even type, I'm sorry.
No.
You'd have name, and then opponent found, or whatever the name
So
of the
it wouldn't matter what, you just have one listener that decodes
Correct. Yeah, one listener
that makes more sense.
Because then all the packets get funneled into the same place.
Right.
But then I can identify the difference in the packets by the name, and if I can check the name, then I can cast it to name packet, and then I can access the username from there. Stuff like that. I don't know.
And I mean, I could have a helper function outside that'll just be emit, and it takes in function emit that takes in a socket, and it takes in data, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyways. And so that might be cleaner on my side too.
Yeah, so I think, and then you could just like, yeah, however you want to do it, something like that.
But apart from just the packaging of the packet itself, everything else, it's gonna cooperate, right? Because there's nothing else.
Yeah, no,
There's no other level of complexity other than things going back and forth.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Right.
It'll still work. Okay, so draw packet. So it'll emit the draw packet, and then it will do. Okay. And then we have. Actually, yeah, we are gonna have to make another page. Okay, so processing is. Wait, what? Dude. Dude, peanut butter. Dude, it's like my thing. Peanut butter cups. Actually, no, I just like peanut butter cups.
You can go get some more.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I might in a minute. If we get a score packet, then we want to navigate to score. And then in score, it's not called score, it's called results.
Okay, so how about this? What kind of packets are you sending me there? Are you sending me those same types of packets that I have to decode?
Yes. So it's gonna have, it's just gonna be packet, and then it's gonna have a name in it that will tell you information. Is that?
No, I mean like that definitely works. Well, what is the structure of how you're sending it then?
What do you mean by that?
Because you, like, would it be when you're sending a packet? Can it just be like you take whatever name? Like, can you just add a bit to the end of that whole process that takes the name field and just sticks it into the first parameter of? Because I see the other way around, kind of how.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I really wouldn't need that whole set of abstraction. Like, I didn't need that abstraction to package that information like that and send it out.
Yeah, sure.
But to be able to decode it again.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
So are we using your server?
I think Orange has a server set up with mine.
Okay.
I'm starting to get a little worried about Josh. Like, cause is he gonna be able to pull off? If Josh can't pull off his part, then like this whole thing is like a waste. Like, and is he gonna be? I don't know how late he's gonna stay up. Like, is he gonna be able to do it? I know he can do it, but like, I don't want him to get back here too late and then get stressed out over it. These are good. You want me to message him? You want me to?
No,
Or you are?
you're the social.
This is so good. Okay.
in JavaScript you don't need curly braces if you're doing something on the same line, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
So how am I connecting? Am I also using Socket.io to connect to the other backend?
No, that'll be like a get or a post request. Probably a post request. No, you're good.
Or maybe my computer's slot.
Okay, I'll leave that part as a stub for now.
All right.
Because I'm not 100% sure how you go about doing that. So we'll come back to that. All right. So when you sketch upload, we get for it.
All right. So it'll use the name of the packet as the like channel.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that won't be different. All right. I'm gonna push.
Now you can. Took me like way too long.
It's okay. Was there other food there or just this?
Yeah, there was like 10.
Alright. I'm gonna go look. Can you stay here, Orange?
No.
I wanna go see if there's any more free stuff in here. Oh, your favorite. Like your shirt. Oh my god. Alright, yeah.
It's not be bored of them. It's be less. It's me like being terrible.
Looks like someone is saying yeah, I want to go.
What's on good for me? really investing people who truly can make it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's allowed. It's my dude.
Your favorite. Alright. We got some more. I'm impressed that people are still watching this, even though I keep like getting up and leaving and stuff. But thank you. Alright, we got some more free stuff. Alright, here we go. We got more domains. Oh my god, you have so many!
Look who's talking. I play Google.com.
Alright, so we got a bunch of those. They put out some new stickers. Look, they got the GitHub Student Pack sticker. There's still a bunch left. Go get one.
Actually, I don't.
Got the Qualcomm Snapdragon sticker.
I used to have a laptop full of stickers. I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like it took me like a day to clean that.
I'm gonna buy like a plastic like thing and put all the. I would never put it on my actual laptop.
Yeah.
But I'll buy like a little plastic sleeve and put it on there. What else do we get? We got a thing that you hold your phone with. We got this pop socket thing. Yes, the domain names are. Each card has a coupon on it for 1 free year of a domain name to support the people that we need a domain name for our project, so they give us free domain name. And they happen to have a lot of them, so that's pretty good. And we got more food. Art. I'm pretty much ready to integrate it with the background.
Okay, so here I could.
HackPSU patch.
Yeah, you know what'd be really cool? So you know how like in this video, Tony.
Can you have cyclic dependencies and just want to make sure?
Like imports?
Yeah.
I think so.
Imports, exports.
Yeah.
Would this work? So I have everything defined, but I need to use this function in another
Yeah.
place.
That should work.
It doesn't highlight it like it does when it's around everything.
What's the other one? Go to the other one.
Well, here I'm returning a function that returns a thing just to create a closure, but usually you just return a dictionary or object. I guess it's an object.
Yeah.
What happens if I put it at the top? Is that a thing you care
It wouldn't be defined at that point. No, let me just put it back at the bottom for a second.
Wait, in JavaScript you can reference things before you define them, right? Like it just.
Oh, I don't
is a
know.
whole thing?
Maybe, yeah, you might be right. Oh wait, go back to the other file for a second.
Because I'm pretty sure you can, like. So if I was to say, I don't know, let's say socket equals null, game equals null, then I think I could do this. I think this would be valid. Still.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want. Yeah, but if you do it I think what you have is fine.
Okay.
But then how are you calling it? You're saying game events, and then in parentheses the socket and the game, and then whatever, dot sketch upload or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Should work.
But here, I don't need any sort of closure, so I'm just returning the...
Right.
So here we'd want to say main dot... Actually say main equals required...
Mm-hmm.
And so now you can say main dot emit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Should work, I should say. Orange, is there anything I can do for you?
Good. I'm just setting up like stuff for Josh, so when it comes, it's like easy.
Alright.
Like TensorFlow is installed. Like I got like all the libraries that we'll probably need. And now I'm just doing like routing stuff.
Did he answer, by the way?
No.
No.
I'm actually kind of worried because like he was tired.
He didn't fall asleep. No. There's no way that
I don't
he
think
fell
he's fallen asleep. I'm worried like if he was like tired driving.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine.
Because it was like kind of fun.
Alright. Did you try calling him?
I'm gonna call him.
I think, yeah, I would try calling him. What else is there for me to do?
So when I emit the scores, we just want your score and the opponent's score. Do you need any other information than that?
It's gonna. So this is at the end. I also need the two images.
Oh, right.
And the names of the two people, or at least the name of the opponent.
Would you have that before?
Yeah, I could save it. Oh, that's fine. I can save it.
No, I mean if it's more convenient, it's
If
I
you
have
have,
everything, yeah.
if you have it, it would be more convenient. But I definitely need both of the images for sure. What happened to? I got one of those pens too.
That's true too. What happened?
No.
I mean, how are you saving the information about the game? Because if you have it constantly displayed, don't you have the name saved somewhere? Like, do you have a game object or something like that?
I don't actually have it constantly displayed at the moment, although I probably should. And
But
then
like
I'll
when
save
you
it.
do,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
fair.
so you haven't done that part yet. So when you do, if it's still inconvenient, then I'll send it in this packet. If not, then just use that.
Yeah, I just want to borrow this for a second. I want to see if it. I might have to get another one if I lost it. Yeah, that's cool.
Would you also let me know if you would want your own image back, or if it's convenient to just keep it from before?
I could probably just keep it.
Because I mean, minimizing the number of things in this packet kind of makes it more readable.
That's a lot better. Alright. Yeah, I might have to go get another one of these at some point.
Hopefully that'll work.
Alright.
Start up. Like they look for people for startups. Like it's like a startup hiring platform. They like match you to startups based on things. Yes. Yeah, and they they're kind of know trying to figure out.
So, is it can you depend on it to execute? Okay, so this isn't running in parallel, so this is gonna be, you're always gonna get one sketch upload before another, right? I could assume that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm saying, if the other one's undefined, then do nothing. But if when you sketch upload, the other one's already been uploaded, then you can start returning the scores.
Yeah. Exactly. There's going to be an intermediate stage. Like, after the time runs out, there's going to be a screen that says, like, calculating score. So then you'll send it. So you'll send me a packet that says that the time is up. I'll go to the calculating score screen. In the meantime, you're asking, Orange for his answer. He'll give you his answer, and then you give me that answer, and then I'll go to the final screen. And what am I doing?
Also, you know how in Python, if you're inside like the scope of a loop or like an if statement or something, you can have. Well, I think this is the case. Like you can define a variable inside there, but that scope doesn't end. You know what I mean?
In Python?
Right? Or am I thinking of
In
something
Python, the scoping things are like a module, a class, and a method, or a function, and that's it.
But so there's no distinction between like loop scopes and.
Correct. There's no distinction.
In JavaScript, is there distinction?
JavaScript is weird because you can I don't know. Like, what is there a particular question or
Well,
instance of it?
I was just trying to because there's an if condition, and it's basically if the socket's player A, if the socket's player B, well, I don't really know what other. Right, so it just makes it so there's a possibility. Well, I don't know. Well, this specific case doesn't matter. I could do it some other way. I was just asking in general so that I knew kind of the best way to kind of implement this. But you could have sold.
Yeah.
So I'll just omit this.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I think I'm missing something.
Why don't you put, instead of taking a game, so why don't you put, after the if and else if, you can say, if game.score A is not undefined and game.score B is not undefined, then emit that socket. Or emit that packet, I mean. You know what I mean?
Well, so the thing that this assumes is that, first of all, the reason it's if and else if, I don't want to assume that just because it's not player A that it's player B.
Right.
Because this kind of, it's passing the socket with a game thing, so really implicitly this checks whether or not that socket has anything to do with this game. And if it doesn't, it's not going to mess up anything. But so what's happening is if it's player A, if we're getting a SketchUp with player A, we get a score by having that post request. And then we're checking if the other score is available. And if it is, then we can emit because we have those scores. And in the same way, if when we're doing the second, if it happens to be socket B that we're getting, we can check.
Well, wait. If socket A submits their thing, then that if statement won't run. Then when socket B submits, that if statement will run. But how's socket A going to get?
Yeah. So
or how's socket B going to get?
Right. And that's kind of what I just realized. So I wanted to, the reason I asked was because I wanted to move this emit outside. You know what I mean? But I wanted some of this information to kind of fall through. But maybe I could just put it into the game object and return if it's. I guess the way you do this kind of thing is to delete the messed up part and just rethink it. All right. Well, the thing is, how about I just do like a general emit that just declares the winner by their username? Would that work? And then you check whether or not that's your username? I mean, I'll also give you the scores and the everything.
Why don't you just send, like each player and their score? Like you can send like a nested dictionary or a nested object. I mean, where you're like this username got this score, and this username got this score, and then
I
you send it
think
to
the
both.
reason mine was kind of messed up was because I did it so that I was giving you your score as score, and the opponent's score as opponent's score. But that means that I'd have to send a different object, like a different JSON object to player A and player B, because like you're an opponent or switch.
Right.
But if I just say username, and then but that begs the other question: how do you have names that are also variables? Is it do you use the
just do like
with the square brackets?
You can, or you can just make a dictionary that says name : like you could do
Like you define name and then you say name colon.
yeah, like scores, and then you're like name X, like score Y. Oh, this would be so scores would be like an array like that. It would look like that. I don't know.
Yo, no.
Yeah.
Have you worked with Nginx before?
Yes.
Or Nginx?
Yeah, it's Engine X. I thought it was Nginx. Like you could use structure like that.
But the reason I was well, like imagine name as a variable.
You mean like
You know, like if name was constant, if I just said player A or player B.
yeah. But I mean you could do this. So scores it's an array, and then each element contains the name of the player and the score that they got. So it would say name colon like Noah, score colon 50, name colon Nathan, score colon 100. And then I could just loop through that.
So that's right.
And that would also support more than 2 people if we wanted to really do that. Because it could be an arbitrary length array. Alright.
So, I think if we cater to 7 centers,
Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'll make that work, and then I'll try to generalize it to.
you have 8 by 2.
Well, no. We'll get to because I don't think making it into more numbers of players should be too big of a change. But
Yeah,
right now
sure.
it's not going to support it.
Alright. Why is that an issue? Oh, because it needs to be.
Are you going to be able to unpack list of JSON objects inside it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. Well, they're all going to have name fields, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Alright. Whoa. Also, wait, where'd it go? Okay, there it is. I have the chat open. There it is. Okay. Is this Maroon 5 or something? There we go. now. Um,
Okay, so just right. So names, scores. What's a better thing to call that? Because I wanna say name, score, and their sketch.
you can call it like, I don't know, players or data or something. Player data. I don't know. Um, oh, wait. Okay. Wait, you asked me if I use Nginx. Do you have a question or something, or an issue?
Yeah, I'm like setting up the DigitalOcean thing, and I get bad gateway.
Okay. Do you want me to look at it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to look on your computer or my computer?
I mean, if you want to debug it together,
All right. Sure. I'll come over there.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Go back.
How
to
are you guys doing? You need anything?
Hi! Yo, I need one of those shirts.
This is just for staff.
I know, so I want to be a staff member and get all the free stuff.
You can't hack if you're staff. I got a shirt from Blackboard. Blackboard is
Wait,
really
they have
cool.
shirts?
Yeah.
At the Blackboard table?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go get it. I didn't
Like,
know.
they give for staff, but if you ask them, they'll give. But they ran out of medium.
They have large?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get a large. Here, wait, go back.
It's so good.
Nice.
Fine. I need to go. I'll catch you up later.
Alright, I'll see you later. Wait, go back to like PowerShell. Can I look at, do you have,
the error log.
what?
The error log.
No, I was gonna say, okay, so you have, like, Gunicorn,
Yes.
whatever it's called. What's it called? What do you call it? G-Unicorn, that's right. So you have that, is that running? Did you set it, did you make a process for it?
I don't think so. I think it's made like when it boots up.
Yeah, like a,
If you want to check checking if there is a process.
no, I'm checking, not,
There is a G-Unicorn file. What?
I wrote CD.
Whoa.
You're in the user directory.
That's what that is.
What's that? No such device. That's so weird. But where's like it's like some like where are the startup items? It's like slash. It's not etc.
Yeah.
Sys. No, it's something and it's like you at maybe it's. What am I looking for? It's called like. So there is a. But then you go to like. You're playing expansions. I never had like with a socket file though. That's weird. Did you or I guess it probably already sim linked it.
Normally, like whenever I do this, like it just pops.
Yeah, it's
like
there.
Yeah.
So that's running. And let's check. What is that? Oh, it's etc init.d. That's what it is. Yo, wait, what the heck? What is this? This is so weird. It looks nothing like this on there. Is this what operating system? Is this Ubuntu?
Yes. Wait, let's try it.
I'm gonna let me see if I can SSH into that server too.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me see.
Is disconnected an event on a socket or on the io.sockets?
It's on the socket. Okay.
Does
Wait,
it-
do I have to run Python manage.py
For what?
like, to get that running?
No, G Unicorn should be running it. Assuming G Unicorn's running, then it should be running it. Alright, I'm gonna hide my screen for a second. And then I'm gonna pull up your private key.
Yeah, it says that port is already in use. You know what? It might be a.
Wait, why is this I just downloaded your key and it downloaded as a JPG file. Is it supposed to be a text file?
Yes.
Alright. That's weird.
Facebook thinks it's a photo.
Oh, there it is. Where do I put this private key, though?
Put it in a file, and then you do SSH root at ml dot. What's the name of the thing?
Yeah, whatever the file's called.
No, ml dot
Oh.
our domain. SketchOff.net. And then do -i and then the name of the file.
Do you have to add my key? Do you have to add my key to the server though for my laptop? Okay.
As long as you pass in your private key, always like it'll
Wait, so it's
.sketchoff.net.
And is this RSA?
Yes.
SSH-RSA. And can I just? I think I can just copy it and paste it in to this.
How do you restart G-Unicorn?
Service. It's service G-Unicorn restart.
No, I think it runs under system CTL. Right?
It's still. I think that works though. Or I don't know. Just try it. See if it works. Or I mean, you might be sudo system CTL restart or I don't know. ML dot SketchOff dot oh whoops. It wants the password for root at ml.sketchoff.net, so I must have done the key wrong.
Did you do -I?
No. Are you sure it's -I?
Yes.
And then is that going to overwrite anything?
No. It's basically JavaScript.
Alright, what is it? SSH-I, and then I put the text file in there?
No. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, and then root at ml SketchOff. What the hell? Bad permissions. Let me see your text file.
It's just sitting in the downloads folder. I just wanted to... I just want to... Usually I install my key on the server instead of installing the server's key on my computer.
Well, so this is a private key, right? Like you can use this key to like using this file, you can
Oh, because it says this private key file will be ignored. Okay, so should I just put this in the .ssh folder or something? And like make it private or something? Like here. Like, do you want me to stick it in here?
Yeah.
And I'll just get rid of the extension. And I'll just chmod it.
Oh yeah, you have to chmod 600.
6 like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it in the wrong order. You know, some people actually call it chmod.
That's
Isn't that terrible?
you know. You know, some people actually voted for Donald Trump.
Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Orange. Good old Orange. You can count on him to get your private key working or whatever.
Folks still on the stream?
Yeah, there's 15 people.
Like, have people been on for a while?
Yeah. Now there's 17. Here, look. This is the people. Oh god, that's like the number of people watching. So it's been pretty consistent above like 10 people. I don't know why people are still watching it. You all should like do something else. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty boring, but whatever.
Wait, what kind of interaction are you getting?
They're like, I don't know, some people are talking. Oh my god, it keeps zooming like crazy. That's the live chat. They're talking. My two friends donated. Like those are two of my friends, and they gave me money. I don't know why they're doing that. I told them to stop doing it. But those are both my friends. I don't know.
Like friends you know?
Yeah, like high school friends. All right. What am I doing?
Can they still hear you?
Yes.
Okay.
They can. What am I doing? Oh, I'm still fixing the issue, right? I'm still fixing the issue, right?
Huh?
I'm still fixing the issue, right?
Give me like a couple minutes so I can try what I'm doing right now.
All right.
I might fix it.
Oh boy. Oh, I forgot. I gotta put my screen back. All right. Let's put that back.
So are you able to get on this? Is that what you're doing? Or are you trying to get your stuff on the server?
No, he was just having an issue with the server, because he's gonna also have a web server running for the TensorFlow thing, and he was having some issue with that. I don't know if it's
Their like default installation is broken, so we gotta find one.
Is the server that our code's gonna be on?
We can probably put it on the same server. We can put all three parts on the same server, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to be careful. If something breaks, then the whole thing is gonna break.
What? Not. What do you mean? Oh, like if one of the components doesn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
in like either of the projects, right? Like it breaks the whole thing.
Yeah, well, there's three different components of the one project.
Yeah.
The front end, the back end, and the machine learning thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they all have to work because it's all one project. Where did you call Josh?
I called him on Facebook and he did not respond.
All right, call. You gotta call his cell phone, or I'll call him. I don't care.
Well, is your stuff on the server though?
No, it's not on the server anymore. If you're ready to test, do you want to just push that, and then I'll pull it on here and we can just test it?
Okay. I think you would get the scores. So I think that's.
Yeah, you can just manually code.
So the next game, I don't know about. Okay, so I guess the only thing I have left to do is loop it back to. How about this? I'll loop it back to just the same game again. For now.
Yeah, don't even worry about looping it back, to be honest. Because let's just see if we can get it. Because there's definitely gonna be a lot of issues with getting it to work at all.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
good job, Lawrence. I'm proud of you.
I might even get syntax errors right away. Okay, so well, your stuff. Okay, well, so you pushed it also. So I'll just. Where should I push this to? Should I just add it to that and then you can just run it separately?
It's up to you. Although I think it would probably make more sense if you made a separate repository.
Yeah.
And then push. It's like you can call it SketchUp -backend or something, and then you can push it to there, and then I'll just pull it because it's kind of like a separate project, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna try this.
I've never tried it, and I don't think I am.
But you have a shirt.
I know.
Then you can't wear the shirt if you don't drink the drink.
Not if nobody knows.
Well, now 15 people know.
Oh, dang it.
Oh God.
Close the door, John.
Oh my God. That's terrible. All right, that's
Alright,
good.
well, so I think I'll just do that then. Okay. So let's say you.
All right, I'm scared. I'm scared of this. Oh boy.
Should I just call it
Smells like coffee. Wait, what do you?
Do you just want me to put the raw files, or do you want me to build the package JSON and all that stuff?
You.
Because I'm gonna need to, but I might just run it as on the command line
Oh boy.
because this confuses me a lot, even though it's
You
really
can
lots
if
of
you.
work.
Here's what I would do. Make a new WebStorm project. So just hit new project and call it like just do empty project, and you can call it a SketchUp or SketchOff dash backend. This is like so coffee-y.
Mind if I grab you?
Ari, I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. Come say hi.
Oh, yes, yeah.
There's 15 people watching right now.
Awesome.
Wait, there's food now?
There's a huge line and we haven't started yet.
They have
I get it
macaroni and
because
cheese?
I'm
Oh my
staffed.
God, that's why I need the shirt, dude.
I can grab you the shirt, but I can only give you after the event.
Wait, you can get me one of those after the event?
It's so easy. There's so many piled up there in the war room.
Can you? Yes, that would be so cool. Thank you. Oh my God.
We have barbecue and chicken, mashed potato, bacon, mac and cheese.
That sounds pretty good. Did you try this?
Alright.
It tastes so bitter.
Just soy.
I don't even know.
Hey, should I just copy them into?
Yeah, there's soy protein in there. Copy those files.
So just in here.
Yeah, and now go back over here. Here, and then if you do that, okay, so they're there. So now what you do is you do tool VCS, import into version control, share on GitHub, and then call it. Just call it. I'm gonna put a lowercase like that. It doesn't have to be private. Descriptions. Oh, you have to do this command: git config -- global. You have to do.
Yeah, but it worked.
What are you
Their-
live
their-
streaming?
Their implementation sucks.
For what?
It's broken.
For what?
So in Django, in the settings file, they have allowed posts set to an empty array.
Oh, well, that changed
Yeah.
in the newer one.
But right, and then at the bottom they have a call to this method or function that they have somewhere that gets all of their IP addresses. It's set twice in the same file.
That's weird.
This is why people need to use functional.
All right, this is not that's weird.
What are you streaming?
Just my screen and the camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
I don't know. I don't know why people are still watching it. Like it's so boring, but like I don't know. It's
Because it's your channel.
I know.
Okay, so
So what are you
now
guys
if I
working on?
share it,
We are. Wait. So did you do it?
just those two commands?
Yeah, that's it. So now go to VCS git in the middle, and then push right there. And why does it say empty repository? Or just hit push for a second. See what happens. Just click it. Wait, I can't tell. Here, let me just click right. No, it only said it that one time. Here, let me try and pull it up. What's your GitHub username again? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Mythic P7.
Oh yeah. Here's SketchOff backend. Yeah, but it's empty. Here, can I check WebStorm again? Okay, so commit and push out message. It's fine. There we go. Push.
What kind? Would you call it like syntax error sort of things?
Might be, or it just might be like a
I mean, I
linting
wouldn't care
issue.
about it. Like,
No, it should be fine. If there is, I'll just fix it in a second. Do they have like plain pizza or pepperoni pizza or something?
They have plain. Pizza's just for like vegetarians.
Alright.
No, you can have them. So it's just cheese pizza and veg pizza.
Okay. I want some pizza now. Alright, so you're logging in, still pushing.
okay, so you said successful.
Yep, I got it. Okay, so we're making a website called SketchOff, and basically what happens is you go on, you type in your name, and then you get paired with a random person, and it tells you to draw something. Like you have 10 seconds to draw a car, and then you draw like with your mouse a picture, and then it sends the pictures that the two people draw to a neural network, and the neural network analyzes the picture and sees how close you are to what it thinks that thing is. Like you draw a picture of a car.
Like Google Doodle?
Yeah, it's the same exact thing as the Google. It's like Quick Draw is the Google thing. The same thing, but but it's a competition aspect.
Okay.
So you're competing against another person. And basically, whichever one the AI gives a better score to wins that round. So it's very similar, but with like a competition aspect.
Awesome.
So that's what we're working on. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this.
Both of your teammates are from Penn State.
Nithin's from Penn State.
Hi.
This is Hari. He's my
I'm
friend.
Harishwar.
Okay, Nithin Pranash.
Nice. You're a sophomore, freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah, he's in my comp sci class, and Hari's in my math class. Oren's is a senior at RIT. Or no, sorry, he's a graduate student at RIT.
Wow.
And there's another guy, I don't know, do you know what happened to Josh?
I called him.
He didn't come, or?
No, he was here earlier, and then he went to go see a friend, and he hasn't come back yet. But he's working, he also goes with Oren's to school, but he's supposed to do the neural net, and he's not here yet, so I hope it happens. Otherwise, we're going to have a competitive drawing app with no...
Nah, it's fine. Well, I'm sure Josh is gonna show up because he's supposed to drive me back. Otherwise, I'm stuck here for a week.
That's cool. You can come live with me. And
yeah.
You can come to my classes.
I'm from India.
You can do my homework.
Me too.
What part of the
Chennai.
Yes, Tamil Nadu. Yeah.
Me too. You too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
We're from same state and same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you come here? Like.
Just this fall.
Really? Wow. Okay. I came here when I was 5.
Oh.
So are you going back after?
No. My parents stay in Harrisburg, and they've been here for 5 years or 7 years. So I'm trying to get green card for me. They're gonna get citizenship. So once they get citizenship, I get citizenship. Hopefully.
Yeah, we applied for citizenship in like 2004 and still.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's been taking a while.
Yeah, even they applied. They're saying that it's gonna come in 1.5 years. So let's see.
Yeah.
Just fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right. So here's this, and I'm gonna reopen. All right, we're merging the front end and the back end. This is exciting. So first, the error. You just forgot like a comma right there. And
yeah, you might have to fix a lot of things because I was working completely blind.
Yeah, no, that's like, oh, and you forgot a comma there. How dare you? You forgot 2 commas in here. It's terrible. All right, so we're gonna do node, and the file is main.js.
Right, so I updated that.
Cannot find module express. Maybe I should. install it.
Yo, Noah,
Yes.
go to ml.sketchoff.net. Don't live stream.
Don't. Can I do it on my phone or does it have to be on a computer?
Yeah, no, can be anyway.
Alright, hang on.
SketchOff.
Okay, you realize you just said the URL out loud.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what? No, change it.
Okay.
Change the message.
Now go to ml.sketchoff.net/eval.
Wait. Slash what?
Eval.
Eval?
Uh-huh.
Is that what it says unless you do it as a post request or something? That's beautiful.
Yeah, I could probably do that from my server.
Yeah, just to be.
Wait, was this Python?
Yeah.
This is JavaScript.
And did you go and meet our sponsors?
I did get a bunch of free stuff.
Did you get JetBrains stickers?
There weren't any.
You could have asked the staff.
There are stickers somewhere?
Maybe.
I don't think there are.
You can't run on assumptions.
Can you check? Do you want to check at some point? What?
This is so cool. I need to get all the free stuff. Like, we staff get twice the free stuff. That's how I got
Don't
it.
rub it in.
Well, you got a hack, so that's like... I couldn't participate.
I know, but I have to do work. Oops.
You're not doing a shitty work. Like writing a paradigm shift essay.
Oh, yeah, I still have to finish that.
I still didn't do it. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, so there's that. Is that still the line for food? Ugh. They're gonna run out of food by the time I try to get food. I'm telling you.
Is any part of it working at all to any degree?
I just had to install stuff, so now it should work. It's running. So this is 8080. Okay, so now. Are you ready for the moment of truth? No, don't say that. It's gonna work.
So if I was to make a sort of working version, just an easy sort of thing, I could make.
All right, here we go. All right, I clicked play.
Oh, also, we never really cooperated on anything, like the name or anything. How did we expect that to work?
I didn't. I just wanted to.
I hit all of them were placeholder. Like,
no, the important thing
we didn't
though,
even talk about.
It did connect to the It did connect to the socket server. That's the important thing.
Okay, that's the first step. All right. Okay, so let's just write out where the data is and what the types are, what the names of all the fields are.
Wait, what's request username?
Well, that was just what I called the username in it, or whatever you wanted to. Like when you type in the username and you hit.
Oh, you're asking if you're allowed to have that username.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Okay, well, so that's completely forgot about that. All right. So what do you want to call that first thing?
Can we just like assume that they're allowed to have the username for
Alright,
the
so
purposes of
then
this?
you could say, so on connection. So instead of maybe you could comment out socket.onRequest and like tap this over and comment out the closing bracket. You know what I mean? So that on connection, all of that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what you're saying is, it would be this, right, inside of the else statement, right? That's all the stuff that would run, assuming that they're allowed to have that. Yes, it would be all that stuff.
yeah.
Let's just do.
Yeah. So just comment out, or just say like if, I don't know, false and.
I just
the rest
deleted
of
it
the
because
stuff.
it's on GitHub, so I can just
Yeah.
revert it back if I need to. Okay, so when we do, let me just see what I named that packet. I called it like name. It's called name. So when it says name, then socket.username.
I mean, like, do you
equals
want to be a little?
data.name.
I mean, maybe be a little more descriptive.
All
Just in
right.
the packet names, because this is already a headache for me to look at. But if it just became socket.on, but I mean, I'm writing notes, so it doesn't really matter. So what do you want to call that one?
Do you want to call? I can call it name and call it username and call it like.
The username probably.
All right, I'll change it to username.
And are you doing like camel case for all of these? Are you doing lowercase?
For the names, I think they're just lowercase.
Like for the okay.
All right. So that'll be. There's a username.
But okay, so just confirming, when you're sending things out, you're making them the channel name that, right?
Yes. So the channel name is going to be username. So you're going to say like on username, and then you have the data, and it's going to contain a field called username.
Okay.
Which is the username that the user wants. So socket.username equals username, data.username, like that.
Do you want me to make these changes here and then push it again?
It's up to you. Or
Because
I
I'm
can,
gonna have to make those changes anyways.
yeah, or I can push it on here and you can pull it. It's up to whatever you want to do. I mean, it's your like part of the project, so you can do whatever you want.
I mean, you can make like temporary changes to all of them so they work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll try to make pretty much the same changes, and then I can push it again, and then we'll have the same copy. But yeah, so feel free to make any changes you want to make. So try to.
Wait, what?
Is it east side or west side?
Which side is this? Do you know? I never know.
I think this is the west side, because
Okay.
we say West Campus to mean like further this way.
Okay, gotcha.
It says it on the doors.
Yeah, it should.
If you go look at the door, it'll say what side you're on.
Oh, W.
Oh, it's just west.
Yes,
Yeah.
west. Yeah.
Oh, that's not even what I meant, but that's smart. That's smarter than what I meant you to go like, I don't know. I don't know. All right.
First order of business.
Oh, I got a text back from Nick to meet up. So do you want to meet up? Because I think he's with your
Yeah.
friend too.
Okay.
Um,
So let me just. Where was that other comm I forgot?
there was one in game events and there was one in Maine. Or there were actually a couple in Maine.
I've never given
Oh, right here.
before.
Oh. There we go. So where are they?
I think they might be near the food. I forgot to emit the username packet, and I'm wondering why it's not working. Alright, let's try this. Ready? Uh-oh. Nothing.
So let's just see if at least one of these steps works. Like, see if you get. Well, I guess our next target should be the username acknowledgement.
Right.
Okay.
So I hit play.
So let's write this out. So username goes from. So let's call this. Shit. Wait. Okay. Client server.
Okay, it says it emitted the packet. It says it emitted the username packet, and the event is called username. Socket.on username. Alright, let's maybe it actually is getting it. Let's see, console.log data.username. Let's rerun that. Alright, let's try this. Okay, so it is working. See, it got my username.
Alright.
I think it's because it's emitting, yeah, the username accepted, and I don't have that.
Did I have that console log, or did you put that in there to debug?
I just put it in a second ago. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Alright, so
pretty,
now it's just gonna be about.
It's just because we have different names. We have different names for things. All right,
well, so after we come back, we'll write it all down.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
then I'll go through. I'll push it again, and then I am pretty confident.
Yeah.
And then once it starts working, the next step I'll do is, so you can use that working copy for whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then I'll start making it so you can do like a more than 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sounds good.
Hang on a second. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna turn the stream off then because we're gonna be gone for a little while.
So there's a problem.
What?
That one-click install. You know what? I'm just gonna forget about that.
You're gonna wipe it?
Yeah, because the one-click install installs with Python 2.
Oh.
And TensorFlow is only available in Python 3. I mean, it is available in Python 2, but it's not supported anymore.
Yeah, just you can start from scratch, I guess. Alright, yes, I'm gonna turn the stream off now because I'm going to go eat food because people want me to eat food. I don't know. I'm gonna go eat food, and if people are interested, I can put it back up later once I get back. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know. It really does mean something. But okay, I'm gonna turn it off.